Hey, what's going on, you guys? So I wanted to come out here today to talk to you guys. Oops, there's a car coming. I just wanted to come out here today and talk to you guys about the reason why I wanted to start making YouTube videos more seriously, why I'm more consciously aware of my health, my emotions, my body, my relationships with people, my views on money. I want to talk to you guys about why all that's changed and the day that kind of changed my life in a way, and that's really made me view things differently. The reason why I've been procrastinating and making this video is because A, I'm lazy, and B, because this topic is kind of controversial, so I don't really know how my family, friends, or even you guys will react to it. I don't know if you guys are kind of conservative and not into the type of things I'm about to talk about today. Anyways, let's cut to the chase. About a year ago, I took psilocybin mushrooms, aka magic mushrooms. Psilocybin mushrooms are a psychedelic mushroom. When you eat them, it kicks in about 30 minutes, but pretty much your mind becomes more consciously aware. Like your hearing, your sight, your sense of feeling emotionally and touch. But a lot of people, in movies or just on TV, they portray it as like when you eat it, it's like fucking flowers and just talking lions and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it was a completely different experience. So I'm just gonna label my friends' names who I took it with on that day as J, A, and S. So I was hanging out with the jazz group. It's like, nah, but okay, it was me, J, A, and S. And we were meeting in this place in Arizona. It's called Tempe Marketplace. Tempe Marketplace is like an outside mall. There's like a lot of outlet stores and Tilly's, Cold Stone, California Pizza, and there's a movie theater. It's called Harkins Theaters, and we were seeing a movie called Big Eyes. My friend A, was like, "Hey guys, so I got some shrooms." We were like, I was kind of hesitant because I haven't done my research at that point about what psilocybin mushrooms are, like how dangerous are they, what are the effects, how do you feel? So pretty much, it wasn't even really that much. It was probably like you're supposed to take 3.5 grams, and that's kind of like the average dose. That's like, an eighth or whatever. And that's like the good dose that you want to take probably your first time, or maybe a little bit less than that. But we didn't even have that. It was like just maybe like half a gram to a gram. So we were outside the parking lot. A was separating out the shrooms, and he said, eat them with M&Ms because they taste like shit. And he wasn't lying, they taste like shit, but pretty much they taste like dirt. You eat them and you munch them up. And I was like, or when we were supposed to fill them, I was trying to catch it. So after we ate the shrooms, we went to this place called In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out Burger is just, burger place, french fries, shakes, delicious. We went in there, and that's when it started kicking in. We ordered our food, we sat down, and then I looked at my friend S, and this dude just started laughing. He started just chuckling so hard. And I was like, why is he laughing so much? And then I think I started to feel it, because at that moment there was like a switch in my brain that just felt like so positive. It just felt like so happy that I was able to be with my friends and just be with my friends and have friends and just be out and having fun. Like, it was just any negativity that I was thinking that day, any type of like drag, it just kind of went away. It was like, why you even think about that? Because you're with J and S, man, you're with your buddies. So A, he's the one who had the mushrooms, so he knows, like, he knew how to catch the feeling, so he was already kind of feeling it way before us. My friend Jay, he didn't feel, he's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. He's like, I don't feel anything. But then we started walking out of the In-N-Out Burger, because the movie was about to start, so we started walking out of the In-N-Out Burger. And the lines on the floor, they were more defined. Like, the lines were like starting to pop out, like not pop out in my face, but it was like there was a tint of light on each line on the floor, on the tiles on the floor. It was like they were kind of like you guys ever seen like neon lights or like like a light on the street that's reflecting off your windshield. That's what it kind of looked like. But anyways, so we drove from In-N-Out Burger back to Tempe Marketplace to go see the movie Big Eyes. If you guys don't know what Big Eyes is a movie about this lady who pretty much, like, her husband was plagiarizing and saying that he was painting her painting. Like, she's an artist, and she was pretty much making paintings, and her husband was taking the credit for it. We didn't know that was a story, but pretty much, there's a lot of big eyes, you know what I'm saying? That's her style. She draws like these tiny children with big eyes, and that shit was fucking creepy because the shrooms, it was making me see like things are more detailed in people's faces. Like, I could see different structures. Like, I was just noticing different shit, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't just noticing the regular stuff. I was listening to what they were saying. I was listening to the detail in their faces. I was listening to what was coming out their mouth. It was like everything was hyper realistic almost. I didn't even take this much yet. Oh yeah, it was funny because there was this one, like, we had an empty ass theater, and so we all sat together in the front. And there's an empty ass theater, and this guy sits like right next to us. And in my mind, I'm like, why did he sit right next to us? Like, and I think we were all thinking that at the same time. I don't know. Yeah, so we saw Big Eyes, and then after that, we kind of just went our separate ways. George actually started feeling it. We just all were looking at each other, and it was just funny. We were just all tripping, and by the end of the movie, I really couldn't feel it anymore because we only took a little bit. Now I'm going to tell you guys the real story. This is when I got home, or before I got home. So my friend Jay and S, they dropped me off. I was like, hey, do you have any more of those shrooms? And he's like, I could sell you an eighth for $35. And I was like, hell yeah. So they dropped me off at the gas station. I got some money out. Then Jay dropped A at his house along with me, and then I bought the shrooms from him, and then A took me back to my place. So luckily, nobody was home. Nobody was home for the whole night because whoever was there was out of town. So I was chilling, playing Super Mario Kart, and it was like 12 o'clock at night, and I was like, man, I'm about to just munch these shrooms. So I took like half the bag. I'm guessing half an eighth, so, just 1.25 grams or whatever. I munched that shit, and I just waited. I waited for about an hour. At 1 o'clock, that's when I started feeling it, and I was just playing Super Mario Kart, and I was like, all right, when is this gonna kick in? When is this gonna kick in? And when it started kicking in, I just had this feeling of just like, I started thinking about my family. I started thinking about my mom, my brother, my niece, my nephew, all my friends that were in Arizona at the time, all my friends who were in Virginia. I just started thinking about everybody, and I was just like, damn. I was like, man, I'm just so happy that I had my family. I'm so happy that I have these people in my life who really care about me and shit. This is what I was saying while I was on shrooms. And I was staying with my dad at the time. But yeah, he had like put condoms in my drawer, and I thought that was hilarious.
Hey, what's up, you guys? So, Captain's Log. I ate some shrooms about 1:20. It is about 2:27 in the morning, so it's like about an hour. But after I ate those, I don't know if my pupils are kind of dilated. I don't know if you can tell or not. It's a pretty cool trip. I made it in first in Mario Kart. That's pretty awesome, and I'm thinking a lot also. Just, about my family and my friends and all the people I've met so far and everything like that.
But it was just funny that he put them in my drawer, and it was just hilarious to me. But anyways, so that's when I started tripping. I started feeling a bunch of feelings about my family and stuff like that. And then I brought up my iPod, and I started looking at my iPod, and I started making a captain's log. Like, I started recording what I was saying and how I was feeling. And as I was looking in the camera, it was like I could see the second of the delay in the camera. Like, it was like my perception of time was just going out the window. It was starting to slow down. But this is only the beginning. I wasn't even peeking it. So my face looked all wobbly, like when I looked inside the iPod, and I was like, shit. It felt like I had to get up and go look in the mirror. So I got up and looked in the mirror, and I was looking at my shirt. I was wearing like this Hawaiian shirt. It had like flowers on it or whatever, and the flowers were kind of doing like this. And I was just like, what the hell? And I was looking at my face and I was like, what the hell? It was like, my face was like the same, but it was just different areas were like moving and changing. It was like I was the same person, but I was also looking like a different person. But anyways, I started playing like Michael Jackson and Kanye West on my iPod and stuff like that. And I started dancing in the bathroom. Like I just like, my mind just stayed in the bathroom for such a long time. I was just dancing and like singing and like rapping to like stronger, like harder, better, faster, stronger. You know, like shit like that. After that, I moved out into the living room and I started dancing some more. And just rapping. I was rapping the whole fucking night. Like I was just freestyling. I don't know why it made me want to rap so much, but it just, at that time, that's when I started to peak. I was like doing, like, man, you guys, I was up until, I took it at 12. I didn't stop feeling it until 8 in the morning the next day. Like, my consciousness was on the whole time. It was like, you know how like, okay, you know how like when you're at the store, or like when you're driving, or like when you're just in school and you're not really there, you know what I'm saying? You're not really paying attention to everything. It was like that, but the opposite. It was like I was there in the moment and I was paying attention to every single thing. Every single detail seemed so like clear to me. Like I went like sometime in the night, I just felt like I needed to clean everything. So I cleaned my room and I put everything into the laundry, you know, I washed it and I started dancing again, you know, getting it or whatever. And then I came back when the laundry was done. I came into the laundry room and it's like I can notice every little speck of dust inside the laundry room. It was crazy. It was like my awareness of just everything was just heightened. And it just really made me feel good. It made me feel like I wanted to be a good person. And it's like, you guys, I had like this time during the night where I had a breakdown. It was like, and I was thinking, I was just like, man, I used to be so insecure. I used to be so sad that people used to call me a nerd and that I was skinny or that I was ugly. All that. I used to have these feelings that I'll never get a girlfriend or I'll always be alone or that I'll never be successful, I'll never find a job. And I just screamed out. I was just like, I hated myself. I hated myself. And like I pounded on the ground and everything. And then like right after that, like right during that moment, I cried. And then right after that, it was like I just had this sense of relief. Like, dude, all that stuff that you used to care about doesn't even fucking matter. You were the person allowing yourself to feel that way. Nobody else can make you feel that way. No matter what anybody says, you're the only one that can allow that to be the truth. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make your own truth. Even if you're skinny, who the fuck cares, man? You know what I'm saying? You can run fast, you can jump high, you're athletic as shit. It doesn't really matter what other people say. Even if the other people say that you're ugly, you are beautiful to yourself. It was just a really eye-opening experience. It made me feel like all the stuff that I used to care about really just didn't matter. And it gave me a sense that I could do anything. Like when I was rapping, I felt like I could be like, you know, I felt like I could be a rapper. I felt like I could be any type of thing. I felt like I could be anything I want to be. I felt like I could be the best artist in the world, the best rapper in the world, an actor, an entertainer. I could be anything I wanted to be. And it was all just because I was allowing myself to feel great. Do you know how many times like I would doubt myself and just say like, oh, this is not gonna work out? But like, look, if you have that mindset about anything, then of course that's what's gonna happen, because your thoughts, your emotions, your speech, all that adds up into your reality. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have I have to have a positive outlook about things. And that's pretty much it. This is the whole catalyst that has, wait. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to share with you guys. Yeah, I was just dancing all night, rapping all night. Everything was a little bit distorted, but it really wasn't that bad. But I was up all night just having fun, honestly. I felt like it was like I was a kid again. Just a disclaimer, I'm not saying that you guys should do drugs or like I condone people using drugs. Me personally, I feel that like drugs are a tool specifically psychedelic drugs. They're a tool for me to change my perception of this reality and allow me to see things in a different way. That's all I think it is. So that was the catalyst. That was the thing that pushed me into learning about LSD, DMT, meditation, veganism, astral projection, spirituality. It really felt like that was the most spiritual experience that I've ever had. Like, I was raised in a religion, and I'm gonna make a video on that too, but I was raised in a religion and I thought I was spiritual, you know what I'm saying? I thought I had a connection with Jehovah or my God or whatever. But really, that night, feeling all these different emotions and feeling so positive and just being connected to something that I felt was so bigger than me, it made me feel that I was connected to whatever you call it, God, call it source, call it the consciousness that we're all connected to. I felt like that's what was happening. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it. That's my story of me taking mushrooms for my first time. And yeah, man, it was one of the best times in my life. I'll never forget that day. And it's made me curious about so many other things. I hope you guys don't think that I'm a drug addict. I'm just gonna try trying a bunch of shit. But the shit that I do try is gonna be out of not curiosity, out of a tool. It's not like a crutch or anything like that, you know? But yeah, anyways, if you guys have any more questions, I'll be making videos this week. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up with my email that I'm gonna put in the description. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Let me know what you guys wanna see. Keep having fun. Be safe. This is Jonathan, JC, MF Heartless, out. Peace.
Wait, fuck. I messed it up. Everything looks so distorted though, man. Oh my gosh. My nostrils were flaring up. Fuck, I gotta look at myself in the real mirror. Well, Captain's Log is over. Had a good time.